Hunter Biden's former business partner, Devon Archer, expected to appear behind closed doors today about the president's involvement in his son's foreign business dealings.
This comes as 2018 text messages reviewed by Fox News Digital reveal Hunter told his longtime friend that they would get the last laugh after Archer said a judge threw out his conviction. And as Republicans question the timing of the DOJ calling for Archer to report to prison.
Fox News legal analyst Gregg Jarrett is joining us now to discuss this. Greg, welcome to the show. Good morning. We were debating this earlier with Devon Archer set to speak before Congress today. Is there a chance that he kind of quells this and says, yeah, Biden spoke to Hunter, but it wasn't about that? Or do they really have a good idea of what he'll say?
I think they have a pretty good idea based on what his attorney has told them. He has the ability to blow the lid off of Joe Biden's phony claims of innocence. So you're seeing obstruction and a cover-up by U.S. attorneys, Department of Justice, FBI. What they're really doing is trying to protect Joe Biden. His son is running this multi-million-dollar foreign influence peddling schemes, but, Dad was the key player. Joe Biden held the power. He's the one who had the ability to wield his influence. And, the Burisma scan, both Devon Archer and Hunter Biden sat on the board and made a load of money. That's a prime example. There's an email in November of 2015 in which a top Burisma executive demands the Bidens use their influence to close down a criminal investigation of the company. Hunter flies to Dubai, he meets with the CEO, and the CEO demands, get Joe on the phone. Well, he did, apparently. And thereafter, Joe Biden, of course, travels to Ukraine. He makes his infamous extortion demand that the prosecutor be fired. And within hours, Viktor Shokin is canned. Mission accomplished. The question is, are those crimes? Well, sure, they can be. Quid pro quo, pay to play. It's a violation of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, using your public office for self-enrichment. Of course, it can be bribery as well.
Hey, Greg, kind of want to play this out. It's not a court of law. It's a testimony at this point before Congress. In your estimation, what could Devon Archer share today that would be the most damning piece of evidence for not Hunter Biden, but for Joe Biden? Would it be something akin to, I was in the room, I heard Hunter pass the phone to Joe Biden, I heard Joe Biden say, you got this for X, the quid pro quo type of thing. I'm just trying to figure out what could be something that kind of lives up to expectations in Devon Archer's testimony.
Well, remember, Joe Biden has consistently said, I never even talked about my son's business with him, didn't know anything about it. I was clueless, which, given Joe Biden, is arguably credible. But suddenly it shifted lately, and now they're saying, well, he was never in business with Hunter Biden. Because Devon Archer sat on the Burisma board, I think this brings into play the FBI's recently revealed 1023 form. The CEO of Burisma, Zlochevsky, told a confidential informant that Biden's coerced him into shelling out $10 million for the Shokin firing, 5 for Hunter, 5 for the big guy. And if the money was funneled through shell companies, and Devon Archer may know that, that could also constitute money laundering. The DOJ and the FBI forbid IRS investigators from examining the evidence of bribery, pursuing it. They couldn't even ask any questions about the big guy or Joe Biden. That strikes me as obstruction of justice by the Department of Justice. It's corrupt. So no wonder they've been very anxious to keep Devon Archer from testifying.
Real quickly, what'd you make of that letter over the weekend? DOJ saying we need to put this guy in jail, and then Saturday saying just kidding. I mean Sunday saying just kidding.
Yeah, it's no coincidence. It's yet another example of the thuggish tactics by Merrick Garland's Department of Justice and U.S. attorneys. It smacks of, witness intimidation and indeed obstruction of Congress. So, it's not going to work. Looks like Devon Archer is going to go ahead and testify behind closed doors. So we'll wait to hear what he says.
All right. Gregg Jarrett, We'll
Thank
know
you,
in a
Greg.
matter of hours. Thank you so much.
And we're also just learning this morning
Okay.
that he technically is going to be speaking going before Congress, behind closed doors, but not technically testifying, which I think means he doesn't have to take the oath, but it is
Yeah.
illegal to lie to Congress.
Yeah.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.